NewGenGamers.com.
So,
Alright, go ahead and exit out.
pressing Y 3 times gets you back. So we're going to press cancel.
Cancel.
Because I know none of this stuff anymore. I'm United States.
We're calling from the U.S. Let's see where it goes. Well,
Sign
might
up.
as well sign up for SEGANet. Or you could sign up with AT&T
AT&T WorldNet. Dear Lord. Okay. And you can read the FAQ.
Now, will it let you exit back out?
No.
Okay.
I can either sign up or use my own ISP.
Go to AT&T WorldNet. Even though I don't think they have that service anymore.
Yeah. Blind dial. Cancel.
Okay.
I'm going to do Canada, eh?
Yeah. You can use AT&T Canada or your current internet service.
Wow.
Yes, through Canada. For Canada, it was AT&T Canada.
Wait, Canada has a registration fee?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'll just use my current ISP. Thank you.
Okay, now you have to put all your information in.
in.
Stuff that you actually had to know back then.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's just like...
I don't know how to get back to...
let's see. Go...
Yeah, there you go. So, what this web browser did, it also came with a built-in game called SEGA Swirl.
Hold on a moment, folks. We're going to reset and come right back.
Also, this came with its own custom screensaver.
Yes.
That showed you different
little flyy
browser
things.
windows. Browser window button.
Yeah, just kind of flying at the screen. Yeah. Alright, we're going to press start. Go back in. We're going to kind of creep on over here to SEGA Swirl since we can't connect to anything else.
Okay, so this game is a puzzle game that was created for Dreamcast, personal computer, and the Palm OS.
Interesting. Like
the
Palm Pilot?
Yeah, Palm Pilot.
Oh, wow.
And it was rather basic looking on...
I haven't heard that name quite some time.
I see it's powered by Microsoft Windows CE.
Available on SEGA Dreamcast and PC, it's... SEGA Swirl!
The shapes were different on the Sega, or on the Palm.
Okay. Now, on this you had email challenge, split screen, single game versus
and level challenge.
So we're gonna do the level challenge.
But you could only this game was included in various demo discs. You could also get it on the web browser.
You could also get it on the Sega Smash Pack.
Yeah. See how all the swirls are the same shape?
Yeah.
On the Palm, there was triangles, squares, circles, and blocks.
Well, see, the plus side is if you happen to come across the Dreamcast and the only thing that's possibly available for where you're at, like say you go to a Goodwill and pick one up, and they happen to have this web browser on here, you at least have a game to play for it.
Back in the day, this reminds me so much of a game called Bubble Pop, or something like that. I don't know. We used to play it when I worked at AOL.
Yeah, Bubble Pop. I think I remember that game.
But it was just one of those fun time wasters that people just play. And I love games like this. I love seeing how many I can get all at once.
Oh yeah, now that's a combo.
And the snake down at the bottom is happy. He's exclusive to the Dreamcast. When you're doing well, he's kind of dancing and cheering you on. When you're doing bad, he just kind of shakes your head and say, What the hell are you doing with your life?"
Bleh.
And when you don't make him move in a little bit, he kind of just goes, "Oh, you're boring me." And
Yeah,
as
you
you
do
see
a
your
couple of
scores on
singles.
the left, your current combo and your column bonus. And then on the other side, you have time.
And then you have goals you have to meet. You want to do less than so many singles, so many moves, certain amount of time.
Oh, I want to point out on the VMU that when you're calling out on the Sega Net thing, you'll see a little phone ringing on your VMU if you choose to use the controller to browse the internet. But
Most people aren't going to be browsing the internet on their Dreamcast anymore. I don't think it's possible to browse the internet on the Dreamcast anymore.
probably not.
At least not through those services. You'd have to use your own ISP.
And if you have your own ISP and it's 2017, then
And you have internet through dial-up,
maybe you should look into getting a computer. I don't know, just saying.
Yeah, they're cheap nowadays. And my question is, how are you watching us if you're not on a computer?
Dreamcast comes with a web browser, as you can plainly see. Jeez.
I'm unsure of its video support capabilities, though.
If you do just single pieces on Sega Swirl, your score actually goes down.
Yeah, you get penalized for it.
I think it did pretty good.
Yeah. Met all your goals.
But this is basically the game.
Yeah, it's one of those fun puzzle games you can just sit here and mess around with. Now, back in the day, there were with the email challenges, other people could challenge your score, and it was kind of like a early version of an online leaderboard.
Or iOS has games that you can send to your friends and messages, kind of like that.
Oh yeah, definitely like that. You'd be like, "Hey, beat my score," except a little bit slower than a text message.
Yeah, because email those back in those days.
Took a minute.
So on the side where it says swirl, it has your time, your level, goals, and press X for goals.
So we're gonna press X. Oh, I haven't achieved the score goal yet.
Right.
We'll get that.
Red. No, eliminate single red. Green.
Should have did the green first.
Right, you so totally didn't make it.
Yep, I did. Barely.
Barely.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a look at one more game here.
Yep.
This was more of like a bonus game.
Demo disc?
Demo disc, bonus game.
Whatever. It's a game.
Yeah. Alright, moving on.
A menagerie of games.
Alright, we're going to take a look at another title here. Now we're taking a look at the SEGA Smash Pack.
This was a game compilation disc that featured mostly Sega Mega Drive games.
Mega Drive, Genesis. We have it was Genesis here in the US. We have Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, Golden Axe, Revenge of Shinobi, Streets of Rage 2, Vector Man, Phantasy Star 2, Shining Force, Wrestle War, Columns, Virtual Cop 2, which I believe was Saturn.
Yeah. And again,
and Sega Swirl.
It was released in 1999 for the PC, but it also has a second. There's also a second Sega Smash Pack. It was released in 2000, And that one had Comic Zone, Flicky, Kid Chameleon, Sega Swirl, Shining Force, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Super Hang-On, and Vectorman 2.
Okay. No, those were the PC ones.
Yeah.
The one for the Dreamcast has the games we have shown here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and select the title.
There's also a third one, which I think this one is.
Well, this is the Dreamcast one.
Yeah, no, the first two are...
PC.
Yeah. The Dreamcast one, the 4 new ones that they added were Sonic the Hedgehog, Streets of Rage 2, Virtua Cop 2, and Wrestling 1.
Yeah. So, we're going to start the game here.
And the Game Boy Advance one...
There was a Game Boy Advance version.
Yes. Has Echo the Dolphin, Golden Axe's Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball.
Oh, Sonic Spinball.
Yeah. Fun game. What game are we taking a look at?
Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, wow. I could have swore we played this already.
I think we probably did.
Oh, wow. Bigger. A lot more detail. Dukin. I'm sorry, that was just a straight rip-off from... Clap, clap.
Yeah, this is your classic beat-em-up game.
Right. A lot of these games, I played on the Sega CD. Columns, I loved to death. I remember me and my mom playing Columns for hours. Streets of Rage, played it for, again, hours.
Yeah, I had these games on the Genesis, most of them. I had Virtua Cop 2 on the Saturn. That was quite fun. It was one of my pack-ins that came with it, along with Daytona USA.
Now, how is that different than, or how does that tie in with the Virtua series?
What, Virtua Cop?
Yeah.
It was an arcade shooter.
Ah.
Actually.
Oh, you finish your game. I think you have to reset for game switch. He just whooped your ass. As you can see, you can have 2 players in this. And, you trash digger.
Huh?
You can have multiplayer in this game, like,
Oh, you can return to the menu.
Oh, return to the menu. Wow.
Yeah.
For some of these games, you can have 2 players.
Yes.
Some of them are...
Alright, here's a look at Virtua Cop 2. I never covered this on the Saturn, so I want to give a little look here while we're on the Dreamcast. Because we did touch Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
And definitely Sonic, definitely Golden Axe, definitely Columns.
Did you do Vectorman?
I can't remember if I did that as in the Console War series or as a retro review. I know I played it.
Right. So here we got a save screen.
But this one I for sure did not play for the Saturn.
AM2, which has brought us a lot of the arcade.
A lot of great arcade games. As you see, it's kind of
Silent Scopey, except
more House of the Dead.
Yeah.
And
hopefully it doesn't have the damn mechanics of House of the Dead.
Well, you see, here's the reticule. All right, here we go.
Unit 7, do not attempt to enter premises. Wait for backup. Do you copy Unit 7? Unit 7?